Hello and welcome back to Avatar Plays Crusader Kings 2 After the End. It is the year of our Fish Lord, 2911. We are just going to put down this little rebellion here that is a little funny and embarrassing, because, for him at least, because, we're going to thrash him. We were going to take away his land. What was he going to do? He's going to, essentially, if that were us, we would lose the game. And so I can understand where he's coming from with his position. We're going to, of course, raise the boats. All aboard. Get as many of these guys on their ships as possible. Some of these people don't have their own, which is unfortunate for them. We ended the war over there. I mean, it was pretty slick, I'd say. Let's see how many we got. We can fit, there doesn't seem to be any particular boats that'll fit these guys. So these guys are all going to go up there, while these boats on the low end going to arrive at their main land. Maybe reinforce this army, actually. While the other boats, they're supposed to arrive somewhere. There they are. They're coming over here to Tortuga. In fact, they should just be here. All these boats, all these soldiers can both get on this boat. I say, all of you get on the retinue land. They're going to my territory now. I'm not going to let them do that, as much as they would like to think that they will. I'm going to instantly thrash them, like so. And they're like, no, we control all of our holdings. And I'm like, oh no, you don't. Not anymore, because I'm going to split off one of these armies. One of these armies is going to go here. The other one is going to go to here. And we're basically going to conquer all four of these regions. These four regions, they seem larger to me than I thought. Oh yeah, and I also, in between the episodes, I definitely decided I was going to assassinate the Emperor of the Holy Columbian Confederacy. Why? Because he's already moving into the Caribbean islands, and I don't like that. He's trying to move in on my turf. And so I have to make a decision now that he should perish. And apparently this number was way higher, it looked like, but now it's way lower because he's now hiding. So maybe it's not lower because he's hiding. Maybe it's lower because it just wasn't as high as I thought it was at one point. But either way, my decision is, I hope it is clear. And there's an earthquake in Le Cap. It's not a problem. We have the means to deal with it. There's still the Sayalero rebellion, the revolt. It's still really rapid. It's kind of confusing. They're trying to take my land. They can't do it. There's 2,000 soldiers defending. 1,300 can't handle it. I don't know what that message just was. I wasn't looking, so I'm having a little dumb brain moment here as a result. I'm going to Sierra Maestra. Me, can marry strong, lunatic, stressed, one-legged girl. And that's good, because that means I can have an heir. A message, yes, I accept. We already did this. We get a lot of money. Why? Money is resource. Prestige will just happen. It just happens. If you're playing the way the game, this particular style of play, I suppose. We're going to take this land. We're going to give it to vassals that deserve it, who eventually won't deserve it because that's just the way vassals is. But we're going to try to make the vassals happier, naturally, by eventually shifting noble stuff into tax obligation and burghers into levy obligation. Because we do have a lot of cities. We built a lot of cities. We're going to get, hopefully, if we increase the number of soldiers that they provide, we will benefit. Like, if we look at this city, they can provide 600 soldiers. It's not a lot, but I don't want to rely on vassal counts anyways. Because when I do that, it becomes complicated. We're going to win this, I swear. He's just stuck there on this island. Oh, another tech investment thing. Yeah, put it on the cavalry. We just should have done that a while ago. Yep. Yeah. Should have done that a while ago. While this war is slowly winding up, we're gonna put him in jail. We could create the Duchy of Tortuga, but I don't believe it because why? We surrender under these terms. He's imprisoned. Yeah, I think that's the normal surrender. Yes, not white peace. Good. So, we have to save them. So that money we got with the wedding, we can now save some of our items in our library. We could also literally fight Caudillo Angelino, the Golden of Sayalero, I think. Do we have a pact with him? Doesn't look like it. I need to see my wife, who is related to somebody of Capriles. Capriles is not Sayalero. I was almost confused by that one, and I had to reconsider. All right, weak claims on Sayalero Revolt, as well as Sayalero itself, and Grand Cayman. I don't know where those came from. I'm going to consider not doing those right now because I need to figure out Oriente. Okay, this is Oriente, which means we will eventually, do we already have, this guy already has Oriente as a marquisate. It's going to be a flotilla when we revoke it. He has failed us. We're going to revoke everything he has. This is fine. And we're going to revoke everything that his people have as well. Do I have to wait? Did I successfully revoke it, or am I just... Ah, it was instant. Okay. I was like, where is it? Now I'm going to take the earldom. Okay, there's no waiting for this. The earldom, the earldom, the earldom. And we have a lot of things. And we say, hey, help me manage the titles. I'm saying, no, I don't need help managing titles. I'm going to manage these myself. All these guys, they need to change their religion, which means they're all going to be removed from my court. I'm saying this with definitive... It's definitive. It needs to happen. So we're going to have a lot of... I'm going to say hello. I'm going to revoke your title. You have no choice. And then you... Revoke title. Yes. Whoa, I'm in the wrong screen now. City of Puerto Padre. I can revoke this title because he's an infidel. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't actually revoke a title from somebody who's brethren, because then that would be like, whoops. Go back to here. This is gonna be a little bit dissatisfying. Not dissatisfying, but boring. Because it's every individual we revoke the title. We say, yes, go back. I think I'm going to lose track of who I'm taking from. Candomblé? I've never seen that one. Revoke. I've never seen that religion. Okay. And then this one. Infidel. Okay, yes. Just making sure, because if they're not an infidel, we are making a mistake. And I think that should be it. We're going to have a lot of titles all of a sudden. And it's going to be all a bunch at once. And I think that's it. So we just need to see, have we revoked all the titles? Yes, we have. So now we just create. I'm going to create a whole bunch here. And now that brings us down to 13, which means we just have to give away these 4. And we will do that by, say, we look at the religious map, and they're all not our religion. And they're not our culture either. So, but first, religion is more important. So in this case, I think, so we get holy men, and that's cheaper on the whole. So we look at that. That's Las Tunas. And then we say, holy man, you get Holguin. And we get another holy man. And we say, you get Grandma. One more. And you get Sierra Maestro. Excellent. Maestra. My apologies. And that should be Oriente. Now we just need to decide who to give Oriente to. They're going to be a powerful vassal, so we want them to have good stats, ultimately. And more so than in learning, which is kind of tough because they're all learning stat-based. So maybe we say give it to Captain Anthony. We say, you get the Flotilla of Oriente. And we look at this now and we say, patience. My sister, I know I gave you this right. I gave you this position here. But it's really, like, why are you a good assassin? Not particularly. Can't justify it. So we have to give this guy the position, just in case he decides to hate us eventually. It's good that he has this high diplomacy skill. That's what I think. And that should be the end of that business. With the end of that business, we hey, don't want to get rid of the retinues. Those are useful. Speaking of retinues, shouldn't we look at what we can expand with our retinues here? I feel like we have 400 plus 650 is 1050 plus 250 is 1300 plus another 250, 1550 plus that 800, that's 2100, I think. Or maybe I did the math wrong again. Anyways, it's around that number, so we could consider, say, adding another Machetero training retinue. Machetero retinue. I'm so used to saying Machetero training ground that when I say Machetero retinue, I almost say Machetero training retinue. It's like, ugh. We probably look at this outline and we need more heavy infantry, just so it's strong enough against other forces. So yes, I think a shock retinue would be valuable. We could also consider a heavy cavalry retinue. So I'm gonna do a shock retinue first. In fact, I'm gonna do 2 shock retinues, and that'll bring us up to 5.1, which means we're basically done with that. And we can have our retinues stay on the island of Cuba so that they can handle any minor issues that might pop up there. And I think, yeah, that's a good, I think that's good. We have our retinue on the other island so we can handle the issues that appear on the other island. Now we need to figure out, okay, we're about to lose all of our money so we can get another holding on Tortuga, which is lovely. So we're going to have to take out this just so we can barely afford it. And now we need to pay back a 12,000 or 1,200 gold loan. How are we ever going to pay back a 1,200 gold loan? I'd say probably with lots of raiding. You can look at this and it'd be like, we could build another church is what we could build, or we could build another castle on Tortuga. I'm thinking we should build another castle on Tortuga and maybe even keep it as our own. So we had a daughter named Sophia. And why am I to imprison you? What have you attempted to do? You've attempted to kill me. Why? You like me. Mostly. I am Tyrone. Why are you trying to kill me? 1. I imprison you. You raise your flag in rebellion. You're a coward. He does have a lot of soldiers protecting his city. How good is this city? 916, huh? Not quite good enough, though. This guy, he's a traitor. I'm going to take his land. I'm going to banish him, and he's going to give me all his money so I can pay back my debt. It's a good thing he actually succeeded in the all that business. I can retake his land, and I can banish him, right? Please tell me I can banish him. So I'm going to do create a new vassal, and I'm going to say, who are you, prisoner? You're Prosper. You're different. I'm going to banish you, and it is legal. Now, Rupert. You're the guy with 11,000 gold, right? Why can't I banish you? I look at him. I'd like to take his money. He won't give me his money. I thought being able to banish him was something I would had the opportunity of doing, but I guess I don't. Is that the right guy? Is it supposed to? No, I think it's Rupert. Embalming is not viewed as tyrannical. That's broken. I need to take his money, but I don't think it's going to pass to me. So he is a lowborn. That's a point. He's a clod. I don't know. If I embalm him, will I get his money? Probably not. I'll lose piety. Don't have a lot to spare. Doesn't matter. Because just to intimidate people, I suppose, would probably be worth it. He's not going to give me his 1,100 gold. Forgive me. He's so maybe this is just the best outcome. I have lost the joy of life. I have gained the depressed trait. So you can get depressed by doing that. That is not it, fam. When can I choose the... I need to wait 1 more month before I can switch to theology focus and be like, please, I need to not be in risk of dying here because of depressed. It decreases health. That's going to take a while. Let's see how we're doing on, say, okay, this is the trade zones. Guyana and Low Country. Direct vassals. Yes, that's its own vassal. They can probably conquer all of Cuba on their own over there. I would not be surprised. Are they... Okay, no. The Confederate Army is just right there for some reason. Maybe... We will consider. Let's see, Miragon? Oh, there's a lot we can build here. We should consider building here, but we still need to make money back and pay the bankers. We'll have that money in basically no time. And my niece died in a drowning accident. That is suspicious. Who did it? My first mate. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? That is just unreasonable. Like, you... How did you marry my niece? How did this happen? I'm really confused now. How did you marry my niece? Did I accept this? Also, did you do it because she wasn't the same culture? I don't think that's quite the way things are supposed to be done around here. I'm a little shocked. I'm a little confused. Open council position. Marshal. Okay, we can just... There's nobody who needs to be marshal, so we'll just have the best guy who's qualified, I suppose. Culture translation? Yes. You have 3 intrigue, my friend. You disappoint. You also have 3 intrigue, which is also a surprising disappointment. Hold on. You have 0 intrigue. We have the least intriguing people around. We could use this moment and just do super land grab onto Bahama. Maybe not super land grab, but a little mini land grab. There's land grabs to be had, to be made. Bahama seemed like, okay, Puerto Rico being part of Bahama, which has 9,000 soldiers, half of which are hired, of course, but a normally 9,000 soldier retinue. I think a good number of those soldiers come from Bahama. Not Bahama, Puerto Rico. It's just Bahama, it's not the Bahama. It's Puerto Rico. It's just part of Bahama. Just like this ain't Hispaniola. This is part of Cuba. This is Hispaniola. It needs to be stated. Okay, we should grab Puerto Rico. Maybe we can... Maybe that's a little redundant. But I want to do it. I want to declare war on them. They're too busy. They're fighting for the city of Guayave. Where is that? Why are they fighting them? Why are they fighting the captaincy? That is so dumb. They're defending against the captaincy. That makes more sense. And they're protecting French Antilles. French Antilles. Nope, still can't join any other groups. Sad. We could attack Sayalero to liberate Camagüey. Where's Gitmo? I'm confused. Gitmo is here? Guantanamo, yeah. Liberate Gitmo. The Duchy of Gitmo is its own duchy? That makes no sense. Oh no, it does make sense, but it's not quite the right same amount of sense. I think... I mean, if we got Gitmo, why would we... that's just confusing. We'll take Camagüey. We'll attack Sayalero for Camagüey. He does have 10,000 troops. We still have more. He has a lot of money. He's losing it, but he has a lot of money. Maybe we should wait? No. Waiting is what we would do if we were weak. But we are strong, so we should not wait. He's trying to build a great work. He has the money to do so. He is sort of strong, but we are stronger. I swear we're stronger. I'm looking at these numbers and I'm thinking, yeah, I think we're stronger. So what we need to do is take Caballero. Caballero. I just made up a word. Camagüey, or whatever. That's the default pronunciation. We have this big land grab methodology. We can also be fighting the Kingdom of Andina, which is 3 mountain counties that I don't care about. So we will fight them for the liberation. We're going to liberate anything held by the savage. That's because he's a horse lord. That makes so much sense. If he wasn't a horse lord, we wouldn't be able to liberate. But because he's a horse lord, we can liberate. We're going to do it. Rock on. He doesn't have the means to defend against it. He's too busy with other problems. So you sit there on Guantanamo, And we're going to raise all of our boats. Hit the V's. You get on that boat. Everybody's on their boats already. Excellent. I think I've gotten the hang of it. So we're bringing our soldiers over here so we can capture Ciego. Yes. Ciego de Avila. Or Avila. There's no double L. I think if it was a double L, it'd be Avila. But it's not. And the Atomicists have failed their crusade. I think that's not all of the soldiers. Maybe the rest of them can go around here. Sorry, sure. What? Why would I spend 150 gold on this man? Because it's the right thing to do? No. I just have to wait for them to try to take my city first. It'll be a little gross. Okay, so this is where we split this army in half and bring it... I guess there's only 2 lands here. Okay. My bad. Split one of those in half and bring it over here. So we can have 7,000. You know what? I'm willing to even it out even more because of a little bit of number crunching. So that we can have 8,300 and 9,000 something or other. It just seems right. It's a lot of boats. We'll just close the boats down. It's not like they're going to be able to take all of our coastal territories and get rid of all our boats that quickly. They won't. They'll fail. Let's not get the stress trait. We got the slothful trait. That's not great. We were going to switch to theology. Because we do need piety. That's true. Why do we need piety? I don't know. Could come in handy. You don't want to lose. Okay, 24 boat army. It's nothing. That's nothing. More piety there for the... What is it going to do with 2,000? Not even 2,000. That's 200 soldiers. They're not going to do anything. We're just going to win on these alone. And they're not even going to be able to field their soldiers up from South America. Can't be spoken to unless I've had my coffee. Uh-oh. Another Brazilian event, huh? They like Rastafaris and they dislike cowboys. Those darn cowboys. Alright, so with that, I think we just raise some vassal boat. That is enough, isn't it? I think. Is 90 enough to get 7,000 troops? I keep forgetting. Listen, I need to pay some debt off. As much as I'd love to see the Holy Colombian Confederacy collapse, I can't pay that much. Like, you might call me a coward for it, but you're correct. He's surrenders. Excellent. All right, everybody, we're not going all the way home. You can drop your stuff here. Retinue back to base. Boat down. Excellent. Now we have new territory to divide and do some little maths with. You are not the right religion. We're going to revoke your title. You're not going to be happy about it. You have 2 marquisettes? How does that work? Well, you must agree to it until it doesn't work for you anymore. My navigator is putting gold in her own pocket. You have intolerable. You're being imprisoned. You've raised your flag in rebellion. This is typical. Where are you? We just raise that army and the army next to it. And we put you here. You say, you're a bad person. And we talk to you as well, and you say, you're also a bad person, but only because of reasons you don't understand. You poor 9-year-old child. And we're going to keep taking your land away, and you're going to say, maybe. And you're going to be like, no. It grieves me deeply. Yes, it does. Eldom of Moron. Or Maron, I suppose. He gave up without a fight. Now I say to you, revoke title. I go back here and I say to you, revoke title. And I say to you, revoke title. And I say to you, revoke title. I say to you, revoke title. I say to you, revoke title. We wait for all that to happen. We do one more. A few more. It grieves you deeply, yes, I'm sure it does. Now I give these vassals their new holdings, and they'll be happy about it, I hope. We have territories to give away. Maron and Ciego de Avila. So, you go here, we do Holy Man. You get Ciego de Avila, and Holy Man. You get Maron. Excellent. Now we look at the default, the de jure duchies. Say, Kamagui, you are a good guy, right? Who's the better guy? This guy's content, so he's going to get the flotilla of Kamagui. But there's one problem. I have a flotilla of Suncoast. Suncoast is in Florida. And it is controlled by the Confederacy. The Holy Colombian Confederacy is way too big for us. Just put a little money there. Oh yeah, we've also been fighting a war during this. So we put a council position of Portia as our new pilot. We probably destroy Suncoast because Suncoast it's overextending our duchy bounds. All de jure vassals of Flotilla of Suncoast will be upset. Yes, I'm sorry, you guys over here. You must hate us for destroying your liege title. Nobody can have it anymore. I don't want it. You guys can make it yourselves. I'm not fighting the Confederacy yet. I'm not strong enough. We are not strong enough yet. So, that should be the end of this episode. I mean, we just got this thing to go, and then thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.